Throughout the years here, going all the way back to 2008 when I started, I've given a lot of opinions and just personal stances, I would more like to refer to them as, that have bothered people, got people upset, and frankly, a lot of people didn't agree with. And today is going to be one of those times where a lot of you guys probably aren't going to agree with me because censorship is a topic that a lot of people feel is something that it is not beneficial to society. It only hurts society. That censorship is something that should go away. It should never be condoned in any way, shape, or form. However, I am, I guess, one of the few proponents to censorship out there and feel it is necessary and honestly should be embraced more in society. And what I want to do today is I just want to give you 5 reasons. I narrowed them down to 5 because people like top 5 lists, and I've done top 5 lists here before. But anyways, let me just get right in here to it and just cut to the meat of the matter here. The number 5 reason, it has to do with the censorship most often is used to silence assholes, for lack of a better term. When someone is just honestly popping off too much about a topic that we've heard you, we've heard everyone like you, we don't care to hear from you anymore, so just be quiet. And if you're not going to be quiet, you deserve to have every resource that gets your voice and message out there in any way, shape, or form to be taken away from you. And 99.9% of the time, the people that spout off these messages that just get so irritating to people are coming from assholes. So am I a proponent of silencing assholes? Absolutely I am. Who wants to hear assholes continue to speak? Number 4, Pepsi. Now, Pepsi came along after Coke. Coke was here first. And Pepsi gets a lot of retail sales in places like they have exclusive rights to be sold in like franchises like Papa John's. They only carry Pepsi products. And there's a number of other franchises that pay for exclusive rights, like whereas McDonald's pays for the exclusive rights to sell Coca-Cola. Pepsi is... It's not Americana. Coca-Cola is Americana. Coca-Cola was here first. Coca-Cola is classic. It's America. And it's one of the greatest things in America. It's also one of the greatest contributors to diabetes, but whatever. My whole point here is that honestly, Pepsi wouldn't have as much stake in the game, as much of a foothold in the game, if it wasn't for Coca-Cola creating Coke 2 it was like 1984, 85, whenever it was in the 1980s. Coca-Cola created Coke 2, and what they should have done is just kept classic Coke on the market, Coca-Cola, in this classic form, and not have just replaced all Coca-Cola with Coke 2. This created such a gap in the cola wars that it significantly shifted the market towards Pepsi, and Pepsi became significantly more relevant because of it, because people abandoned Coke. It's like, why did you get rid of regular Coke and replace it with Coke 2? It is still to this day considered to be one of the biggest blunders in the history of anything economics. Number 3, the high school I went to had a field hockey team. And much like yours, probably a lot of the girls like to play on the field hockey team. It's, it's a fun sport. It's nice to watch. It's competitive. It's etc. But this is also one of the absolute most biased sports on the planet. Not that, there's not men playing field hockey, but the fact that the field hockey stick, it is only manufactured for right-handed shooters. You can't get a left-handed field hockey stick unless you craft it on your own. Like you make a Wonder Bat like Homer did on The Simpsons. If you make something like that, then yeah, sure, you could shoot with a left-handed field hockey stick. But no, they don't manufacture it left-handed, girls. You have to learn to play right-handed. Is that fair? What are we in communist France? Number two, in the early 1990s, Pepsi did an arms trade with the USSR, Soviet era Russia, in exchange for Pepsi. Pepsi acquired destroyers, submarines, a couple other of army armaments in trade for soda. Now you might be saying, you're talking out of your ass, Archfiend. Look it up right now. Look it up right now. I'm not bullshitting with you. Pepsi is the great Satan. The hell are they going to do with a submarine? Conquer communist France? Number one, we all have that friend out there. I have this good friend, Jerry. And you get in the conversations with this friend of like, he's just being an asshole. And everything he does fails. But every year he convinces you, this is different. I'm going to be nicer. I'm going to do things different. But then it's the same shit. Oh, you might remember back when you were like friends with him way, way, way long ago. He was just, Mr. Popular, Mr. Successful, Mr. Everything. But now you guys have grown older. And he just can't do anything right. He'll come to you talking real smart and making a lot of sense. But at the end of the day, he just fails and fails and fails. But not this year. This year is going to be different. This year is going to be different. Because I'm tired of listening to Jerry. Because the number one reason that censorship is good is not the Cowboys.